Hello and welcome to Studio Interviews. Hello and welcome to ACC Studio Interviews, and I'm Stephanie, and I am here with Miss Jessica Garcia. And I will begin with asking you a few questions. So the first question is, what got you into working in healthcare?
Wanting to help people, wanting to find some kind of job, some kind of career to help people, and also job security. You know, there's always going to be sick people or people in need of healthcare. So yeah, I'll probably go with those are the two main reasons. And
Yeah, it's interesting.
variety, that's another one too. You can always change your mind.
Yes. What business intelligence tools are you most comfortable using for healthcare data?
I use a variety of tools. I would say, I mean, you know, like we get in with healthcare data, you know, you work with a lot of different vendors, you know, a lot of different sources and stuff for your data, or patient data, if you will. So like, you know, we get all these different sources, right? And so you have to use a variety of tools to first like clean them up. One of those tools is SQL, which is a structured query language, SQL. And all it is just a computer language that you tell SQL, okay, from these data sets, from these tables, go ahead and find me all these patients that are female and 18 or older that have, you know, XYZ. So, you know, we'll do that. Another language that we use is, it's called Python, and that's another like language that we use. That one is probably better though, because that one allows a little bit more cleanup and a little bit more detail work and stuff. So you want to get clean data, or what's known as clean data, so that you can then put it into a different type of tool, which is called, one tool that I work with frequently is called Power BI. It's a Microsoft product, and it you need clean data for that to work how you want it to work. So you make different dashboards, different reports. You know, you need clean data then for that. You can't just plop everything in there and expect it to handle, you know, you're going to get weird stuff, weird results. So yeah, the clean data is a must. And yeah, a couple different tools that we use, but yeah, main ones are SQL and Python.
Oh, wow. So I imagine those include a lot of coding and such. So when did you first get into coding?
My very first intro to coding was when I was a senior in high school. I took like a computer class, and one of the tools that we used there was basically like Excel, like an old version of Excel. It was called Lotus, and there was a lot of different you know, little functions that you would do if you've taken any kind of, you know, intro to computer type class that features Excel. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff it can do. So yeah, this was similar to that, and yeah, writing little things for assignments for that, and then later like writing little programs for my calculator. Like Texas Instruments uses BASIC, and so you can write little formulas and little things like that to write, you know, on your calculator.
Yes. When you first started learning, was it challenging?
Oh yeah, really challenging, but it made sense. And I mean, I had a pretty good teacher at the time, and you know, it was yeah, it was definitely a challenge. And even now, even sometimes too, it's a challenge, and I have to think, well, like when you're talking to someone, right? I mean, like your words come out wrong. Sometimes that happens
Yes.
too when you're coding, and you're like, oops, no, I didn't mean that. No, you misread what I meant. Yeah.
Walk me through a difficult data visualization project you worked on and how you ensured it was actionable.
Oh boy. So I work with a lot of different people, a lot of different, you know, requesters, people that submit requests for data, for reports, for dashboards, you know, whatever, however they call it. And with that, everyone has their vision of how like they want something to look. And that's great. That's fine. That's wonderful. You come to the table and you know exactly what you want. That's great. But like you said, is it actionable? Sometimes not. Sometimes that's way beyond like what Power BI can handle, and it's going to break it if you try and do too much stuff. It's like overloading any kind of computer or any kind of system. Um, yeah, I mean, I've had some that have like a lot of customizations, and they want to see things just with all these different functionality, and then every little thing has its own way that they want to see it. I mean, sometimes you have to be able to say no, and you have to be able to say, hey, no, that we can't do that. That's not a thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Describe your approach to transforming messy healthcare data before analysis.
My first approach is go visit my old friend Excel and first export whatever it is that I'm looking at, download a file, and drop it in Excel and see exactly what is it that I'm looking at, and what can I do with it, what needs to be done with it, and then start playing around with it from there, throw some filters on it, and get a good sense of what's in there.
Right. What do you feel are your most important skills as an analyst?
Oh, definitely attention to detail. Attention to detail is probably the single most important skill, to have to be successful, because, well, for one, I mean, it's pretty obvious, like, understanding the scope of what they're asking, what the person, the requester, is asking for. And then once you've had a time to kind of digest and look at the data and all of that, and understand like what even are we looking at? Is that going to answer the question? Maybe we need to approach from a different data source. So first, like having those things, and then just like how your data looks. Then, like, okay, you say you get it into a report and everything, but you miss little things. You missed dollar signs when there should be dollar signs. You miss percentages. Your formatting is wrong. Instead of formatting percentages, it just formatted into decimals, and it just doesn't look right, and those things. And another big one is the actual like more creative part, I guess, that you want to say, like the column widths or the row heights and stuff like that. Like, you want things to be nice and uniform. I mean, when you're looking at something, you want it to look good. You want it to look nice. Not only do you care what it says, but you want it to look good too. And especially if you're going to present it and distribute it, that all those things really matter. And being able to ask good questions. I get on on meetings with so many people that, okay, build me this dashboard. I'm looking for this. Okay, well, how? And like, what are you expecting to see? Well, I don't really know. Well, if you don't know, I don't know. Like,
Right.
This is your data. This is your domain. Yeah, so it can get challenging.
Yes. So if you mess up a wrong symbol, then it will completely change it?
It can, or I mean, a lot of times it's mostly just more a function of like the display, really, because the math is the math. Like, whatever it computed, whatever we did, it's correct, but it could just be formatting. Again, like I said, like a common one is people get really freaked out when like it says 0.1. Well, yeah, because 0.1 then is 100%. When we do the math on it, it's simple formatting thing. So I mean that can definitely cause some issues though, and and again, I mean they're not the specialists. They're the specialists in something else, so that's not really their job. My job is to make it happen for them. I mean, their job is, we're collaborating, so their job is to tell me, hey, this doesn't look right to me. This looks wrong. Fix it, okay? And then I fix it. And that's that.
This seems like a very interesting.
It is. You get to talk to a lot of different people. Yeah, for sure.
What do you feel, how do you maintain a balance between your career and personal life?
Well, that's a good question. I work from home, one of the lucky ones, to still have a job that's work from home. So that can be kind of a challenge. It's something that I kind of struggle with, because I'll think of something and it'll just take me a minute to go downstairs and go fix it. And yeah, so it can be a challenge.
Very lucky being at home.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be here. I enjoy talking to you. And that concludes this interview.
Thank you.